Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's episode is episode 2 in a 5-part series on building an electric skateboard. In this episode, I'm focusing on building the battery. I'll be making a 6S 3P battery. In this video, the video will actually do majority of the talking. There are a few points that I do want to make, and so I will pop in here and there just to make those. But other than that, I'm going to let the video roll for majority of this time. The first thing worth mentioning is the battery cells I'm using in this build. The Samsung 30Q cells I used in my last battery build, and I was really happy with the performance, and so that's why I decided to use those again for this build here. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the wiring for the BMS. I'm choosing to make this a charge-only BMS, and so that way the output for the batteries will be managed by the VESC itself. The reason I chose to do this was because the BMS I bought here only has a 20 amp output, and the VESC is capable of handling a lot more amperage than that. And so to maximize the power output of this build, I'm going to make sure that I just use this for charge only. Lastly here, I did end up rewrapping the battery in a smaller heat shrink. At first I didn't think I was going to be able to kind of squeeze it through, but after a little forcing I was able to get the smaller heat shrink around it, and it actually worked a lot better. The last thing I'll need to do is a discharge cycle and then a recharge cycle to make sure the batteries are balanced correctly. But other than that, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please make sure you leave them below. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.